In the first video that I made about statical indeterminate beams, I discussed the first two methods, the double integration method and the moment area method. For this one, I'm going to discuss the third method, which is the superposition method. And in other books, this is called the consistent deformation method. Same lang na sila. The application of this method to statically indeterminate beams requires the following steps. So, you need to follow these steps para guided ka sa imong pag-solve. Systematic ang solution. Okay, first is to determine the degree of static indeterminacy and choose the redundant reactions. So, determine the degree, either statically indeterminate to the first degree, second degree, or so on, which means you need the same number of additional equations para ma-solve nimo ang unknown, okay? And choose the redundant reaction. So, free ka mapili kung unsay mong himuon na redundant. Okay? So, this choice is not unique. And any support reaction can be deemed to be redundant provided the remaining reactions can support the loading. Okay, so, and sometimes ang choice nimo result siya sa sa experience nimo in solving different problems. Nakakuha na ka idea ba na this reaction is a better choice compared sa other na reaction. Same as the moment area method without in choosing what point you're going to fix. Result gyapon na sa experience nimo in solving different problems. Ana siya. So, after ma-determine nimo ang degree, you release the constraints associated with the redundant reactions. Meaning, pag i-release ni mga constraint, example, roller support. Ang constraint is, dili man siya, zero deflection man siya sa Y. Di ba? Zero deflection siya sa Y. Kung roller. So, i-release na nimo. Meaning, ipa-deflect nimo. So, it means na i-remove nimo ang constraint para mo deflect siya. Mo na yung pasabotan eh. Release the constraints associated with the redundant reaction so that the beam becomes statically determinate. Say, for example, single span nga beam. Ang support sa left, fixed. Ang support sa right, roller. Indeterminate siya to the first degree. Di ba? So, you can release the constraint sa roller. I-remove niyo ang roller, then, ang resulta is cantilever na beam. Statically determinate na siya. Kay katong point nga na ay roller support, ang constraint ato is dili mo siya mo-deflect. Kato na point. But since gi-release nimo, gi-remove nimo ang support, then mo-deflect na siya. And the beam becomes statically determinate. Consider the redundant reactions as applied loads. After that, mo na siya. I-consider nimo ang redundant reaction as applied loads. And using superposition, compute the deflections or rotations associated with the released constraints. And then write compatibility equations. I'm going to discuss this one sa illustration ako. Kung saan siya, no? So write the compatibility equations by equating the deflections or rotations found in the previous step. Dire, kini siya nga step. I-equate ni mo deflection or rotation to those imposed by the support on the original beam. So i-equate ni mo ang deflection or rotation nga makuha ni mo dire dayon i-equate ni mo dire. nga naa na ang kuan kining redundant reaction as applied loads. Okay, and after that, solve the compatibility equations for the redundant reactions. Okay, so okay. I'm going to demonstrate. Suppose we have this one, a continuous beam, two spans, and this is indeterminate to the first degree. So we have one redundant reaction. Okay, so i-release nimo either i-remove nimo ang B or C. Di ba? Ayaw, ang A, kay siyempre, kung i-remove nimo ang A, duha na ka-roller, di ba? Okay. So, either B or C. Now, based on my experience, the best choice is B. O, sometimes, ang pag-analyze og overhanging beam, mas lisod siya i-compare kung mag-analyze ka og simply supported beam. So, kung i-release nimo ni C, the result is an overhanging beam. Whereas if you release the supported B, ang result is simply supported. Okay? So, mo ni itong actual na beam. Okay? Mo ni itong actual beam. After this, i-remove natin yung B. Mo ni ang resulta. Determinate na siya. We call this one the primary structure. Determinate na. So, initially, zero ang deflection sa B, di ba? Pero kay gi-remove man mo deflect na siya. So, if you're going to draw the elastic curve, mo ni yung elastic curve. Nanay deflection dire. Kana. Delta B. Okay? We'll use a symbol delta. Delta B. Now, mom nitong redundant B, i-apply nato na siya. So, RB. Now, ang style sa superposition is, based sa elastic curve, B will go down. Di ba? Will be displaced downward rather. Will be displaced downward. So, i-assume na to na ang reaction should be downward po. Same sa style sa unit load method. Di ba? So, kung atong probable na direksyon niya, dito po yung direksyon sa imong unit load. But in this case, ang load na to is RB. Ana, reaction should be downward. Okay. So, next ani is, i-remove nimo tanan nga real loads. If ever na uniform load sa EB, and then concentrated, i-remove na tanan, and then replaced everything by this one, RB. Mao ni siya. Ana. So, the redundant RB is now applied. Dire. And so, mo deflect ni siya. Na. Okay. So, mo sa dayon. Delta mangyapon delta B times RB. Okay. Inani ba no? Divert tagamay. Kung magkuha ka reaction, okay, assuming midspan if the load is 1, the reactions at A and C are equal and is equal to 0.5, di ba? 0.5. Now, if the load is changed to 10, from 1 muna itong 10, then the reactions at A and B will now be equal to 5. Di ba? 5 nasa. So, murara siya na kini delta B mo ni ang deflection nga makuha nato if RB is equal to 1. And ang procedure or ang buhaton is i-change niya so 1. I-assume natin siya nga 1 para pag mag-solve ta og deflections and slopes, we get rid of the reaction. Unknown ba? So kung 1 na siya, 1 na po na siya. O pwede na po RB. Pero pag mag-draw ka diagrams, na RB nga known ba? So to simplify, instead na RB, 1 ra na. So ang compatibility equation ani is this one is equal to this one. So kana delta B plus delta B times RB. Okay. So, mo to siya nga i-solve nimo using any method discussed sa katong determinant pa. Either double integration method, moment area method, conjugate beam method, unit load method, any of those methods pwede mo magamit to solve for delta B. Same also with this one, delta B. But as I have said, to simplify your calculations, or para dili ka maglibog, instead na RB, just assume nga 1 siya. So, 1 na siya. So, 1 na po ni, and delta B na siya. So, kung 1, 0.5, 0.5, and then solve for this value. Mo din na ibutang dire. And you can solve for RB. Di ba? Oh, so, assuming delta B is positive, and then this delta B is also positive, then your RB is negative. Which means na ang assumed direction nimo is wrong. Kaya nag-negative man siya. Therefore, RB is upward. Ana siya. Pero ang compatibility equation is this one, delta B is equal to or equals or ano lang. Kana plus delta B is equal to 0. Plus lang. Okay. I have my own style na kon. So ako lang i-discuss sa using docam. Okay. Pero sa PDF, sa mga authors, they are using this one. Kini na compatibility equation na delta B plus this one is equal to 0. Ayan. You can also equate na delta B is equal to this one. Pwede ra, no? Another example. Suppose you have this one. Ang tawagan is prop beam, fixed support sa one end, a roller support or hinge support sa other end. So, like this one, ang redundant mo dire, either RB or RC, but then we chose RB instead of RC. Pero pwede ra ang RC. Pero mas easier ang RB compared to RC. Kaya, with the reason na mas lisod mag-analyze o overhanging beam compared to simply supported beam. Especially if you are using moment area method, ma-confuse ka gamay sa overhang. Now, for this one, duha sa di mong possible na redundant. One is kini, i-remove nimo para mahimo siyang cantilever, or the other constraint na i-release. Ang constraint ani is the deflection at A is 0. Di ba? So, i-release nimo, i-allow nimo ang A to deflect. Ana siya. The other constraint is kining B. Since fixed siya, ang constraint niya is dili siya mo allow og rotation sa B. I-release na nimo. I-allow nimo nga mo-rotate siya. And so you will replace B by a hinge. Kaya kung hinge, pwede mo siya mo-rotate, di ba? So determinate gihapon, hinge and roller. Ang imong redundant is moment sa B. So sa first option, ang redundant nimo is RA, di ba? Okay. So, sige. Mo niya to actual beam again. And first na scenario is i-remove na to ni. Ana, mo na ni siya. This will be our primary structure. So, ang constraint sa A, atong gi-release. Gi-allow na ito siyang mo-deflect. And so, we will draw the elastic curve, no? Ayan na. Muna ito elastic curve. And compute na ito ni. Ana. delta A. Di ba? And then, i-apply na to ang redundant. Since downward ni, downward po dili. Ana, RA. And so, i-apply na to ang RA as, i-apply na to ang redundant RA. Mo ni siya. Remove all the real loads and replace everything by the redundant RA. And then mo deflect siya. And then again, kini na value is kana delta A times redundant na A. And then compatibility equation kana yan. Or as kanina akong mention din na you can replace RA by 1 na and pwede ra para i-avoid nimo ng unknown sa imong diagrams. Okay, one is ang first, no? The second one is kini. Muna ito actual beam and i-release na to ang rotation sa B. I-allow na to siya nga ma-rotate. Ang constraint bali niya. So, from fixed, hints siya. Kaya-allow na to nga ma-rotate siya. This is our primary structure. So, ayun na. So, ang computer na to, since rotation man siya, angle na siya to, kaya ni-rotate man siya. Okay. Kini ang angle. Theta B. Okay, theta B. Now, sa pag-assume pag-apply nung sa redundant, i-follow lang nimo ni. So, since ang B is ang B rotates counterclockwise man ang direction. Then ang moment na ang redundant nga i-apply nimo counterclockwise, kay counterclockwise man eh. So apply ka diri og kana MB counterclockwise. So mo ni dayon. Redundant MB applied, mo na resulta and mo sa ni deflection. Para same gid sila og deflection. And then again compute ni ning angle. Kaya dayon. We'll just use theta prime. Theta prime B times the redundant. And the compatibility equation kaya din. And same lang yapon, you can replace MB by 1.0 para dili ka maglibog. Okay, mo ni ang case 1. You only have one redundant. Okay. Case 2 is more than one redundant. Two redundant. Or two redundant reactions. Sorry, two redundant reactions. So example, you have this one. So, duha, no? You can choose, kung gusto ka simple supported, then i-release nimo ang support sa B and C. Or, if you want an overhanging beam, i-release nimo ang support sa B and support sa D. Para ang support nimo A ug C ra. Or i-release mo yung duha, C and D, and ang support nimo A ug B lang. Choice na nimo. Pero as I have said, mas dali mag-analyze o simply supported. So I would suggest na ang i-release nimo kining constraints sa B ug C. Okay. So mo ni atong actual beam, mo na itong primary beam. Okay. Primary na niya, primary structure. Wala na ang support sa B ug C. And so mo deflect ni siya. And delta B kana and delta C. Okay? Now, since duha ka buok ang redundant, one by one mo i-apply. So first, i-apply nimo ang kini RB. So Remove all real loads. Replace it with RB. Downward siya kaysa elastic curve dire, downward man ang displacement. So, kana, RB ha? And then mo deflect ni siya dayon. Deflect sa B. Okay. Ang notation is this. Natay delta BB. Ang meaning ani is deflection of point B due to a load at B. Mano siya? Deflection of the point due to a load at a point. So since ang load naa sa B, then ang notation na ni is deflection of B due to a load at B times the redundant. 4C. Can you guess this one? Mo sa nisa. Delta CB, which means na deflection of point C due to a load at B. Deflection of point C due to a load at B times, ang redundant nga gigamit nato is RB. And then, RC na sad. Kana. So, remove RB, RC na sad. No. Pero sa actual, 1 rato ibutang ha? Unit load lang. And then, mo deflect na sad ni. And then, this one. Ang notation na ni is deflection of B due to a load at C. BC siya. Deflection of B due to a load at C. Okay? And then the last one, CC. Deflection of C due to a load at C. Take na ta, ang atong redundant is RC. RC. Ang compatibility equations is this one plus kana equal to 0. Or actually, ang meaning ani is ang value ani is equal to the sum of this. That's the other way of analyzing this one. And the value of this one is equal to the sum of the two. So, kung ako, lahi akong style, equate na ko ni delta B is equal to this one plus this one. Mana akong style. Pero same record. So, this is the compatibility equation. Kana. Delta B plus this one plus equal to 0. And then delta C. Okay, so with these two equations, use your calculator mode 5.1 to equations with two unknowns. You can solve for RB and RC. So once makuha na mo ning RB and RC, sa map moment sa A, you can solve for RD. And then sa map kog moment sa, as I mentioned before, sa along the vertical, you can solve for RA. And once makuha nimo ang reactions, you can solve for deflections using any method. Pwede na. Any method discussed sa determinate beams. Sige. Let us solve a problem that I solved using the previous two methods. Okay? And you can check the values na makuha na ito dire sa other video. Kung same na ba sila. So the beam in figure A has 3 supports. Calculate all the support reactions due to the 6,000 pound force. So you have RA, RB, and RC. So the first equation should be about equilibrium. Okay. So you start with equilibrium equations. Summation of force along the vertical. This one, very basic. And then transpose 6,000 to the right side. O pwede na dili, no? And this will be our equation 1. And summation of moment either sa A or C. C na lang. You have this. Clockwise, negative, clockwise, negative, positive, 6,000. And simplify, divide the whole equation by 12. Ang result is this one. 2RA plus RB is equal to 3,000. That would be equation 2. So, kulang taog 1 equation. Okay, we have 3 unknowns, but we only have 2 equations. Okay. So, mo ni siya RA, RB, RC. Okay. So, ang primary structure na to is we're going to remove the constraint at B. No? Ana, remove na to na. And simple supported na. And draw ta elastic curve. Tapos compute na to ni. Kana delta B. Okay. So, kung saan pag-solve sa delta B, you can use any method. Okay. So, kung favorite ni mo ang conjugate beam method, pwede. You can use conjugate beam method. Or, since concentrated lang if you want to use makaulay, pwede sa double integration method using makaulay, pwede. If you want to use moment area method, pwede sa. So, anyway, I'm using moment area method because I want you to master this method. Kaya sa board exam, mas daghan magamit ang moment area method compared sa other methods. Okay, so sum up the moment, since determinate naman we can solve for RA and RC. So sum up the moments sa C, we can solve for RA, 1,5, and then summation of force, makuha na itong RC equal to 4,5. Okay. So after that, draw taog moment diagram by parts. And B man, dito mag-fix sa B. Dito mag-fix. So this is 1,5 RA. Draw na to. 1,5 times 12. Kana 18,000. You can use your calculator, no? 1,5 times 12, 18,000. And then RC, 4,5 times 12, you have 54,000. And then 6,000 times 6, you have negative 36,000. Okay. So, mo na itong moment diagram by parts. And I know that you're familiar with this. To solve for delta B, you can draw a tangent line at either A or C. And then solve for divisions. And then after that, do ratio and proportion to solve for delta B. Okay. And this method was discussed already sa determinate pa na topic. So let's draw a tangent at C, and this distance is division of B slash C, or with respect to a tangent drawn at C, and then the other one, division of A with respect to a tangent drawn at C. Okay. So for delta BC, you will only consider the area between B and C. Kana area between B and C, and the distance, centroidal distance, about point B. Okay. Mauna sila. Area and then centroid. So, sige. 1/2 of 12 times 54,000. This distance is 1/3. 1/3 sa 12, you have 4. And then minus 1/2 of 6 times 36,000, this one. And then distance is 1/3 sa 6. You have 2. Compute, and you have this. Division of B slash C. equal to 1,080,000 over EI. And then division of A slash C, you consider the area between A and C. Sumapil na yun. Ano? But the distance is now referred about A. So, man isa. 1/2 of 12 times 18. This distance is 2/3. 2/3 of 12 is 8. And then this one, 1/2 of 12 times 54,000. Distance of centroid to point A. 1/3 of 12, 4 plus 12, we have 16. And then this one, distance is 1/3 of 6, 2 plus 12, you have 14. And compute, ano na siya? Division of A slash C, 4,536,000 over EI. So, ratio and proportion, this one, vertical is to horizontal, vertical is to horizontal. Ano na siya? And since you already have the values of TB and TB slash C and TA slash C, cancel until so nakay-2 dire, cross multiply, you have this. And then substitute kana. TBC 1 million and TAC 4 million. And calculate, bale 4,536,000 divided by 2. And then after that, you subtract 1,080,000. You have this delta B, 1,188,000 over EI. Next is you remove ang real loads and then you apply the redundant. Yan, RB. But as I have said, we will use the unit load instead of the redundant na RB to avoid confusion. Okay, so apply unit load at B, and then you draw the elastic curve. Solve for the reactions by symmetry, 0.5 and 0.5. And then compute for RB. Delta B rather. Delta B. And then draw a moment diagram by parts sa B. 0.5 times 12, 6. And then 0.5 times 12, 6 also. Okay. And then draw a tangent at C. Same lang. Division of B slash C. And then this one, division of A slash C. And then compute. Division of B slash C. Yeah, this one. This area. 1/2 of 12 times 6 times 1/3 so 12, 4. And the answer is 144 over EI. And then EC, apil na eh. You have this area, 1/2 of 12 times 6, 2/3 of 12 is 8. And 1/2 of 12 times 6, 1/3 of 12, 4 plus 12, you have 16. Or pwede sad na i-consider naman whole area, 1/2 of 24 times 6. Ang centroid na dire, times 12 dayon. Pwede ra. Instead na doha ka area consider. And then compute, you have 864 over EI. And then ratio and proportion, this one over 12, TAC over 24. Cancel, 2 na sad. And then substitute TBC and TAC. 864 divided by 2, that's 432 minus 144. Delta B is 288 over EI. Now, okay. Compatibility equation, Mga to, delta B plus delta B times RB. Okay. So this one, 1,188,000. Katong delta B. And then this one na yun, 288. Natay RB na negative 4125. So therefore, upward ja. Because ang gi-assume nato na RB is downward man. So upward ja. And then from 2, katong 1. Sa summation of moment, mo niya. RA, negative man. Para dili ma-confuse, mo niya itong assumption, gudo. Take note ha, this assumption ng RB is different sa kene, no? Oh. Okay, ang pagkuha na to sa RB dire, i-base mo na to dire. Oh, and since nag-assume man ta na ang RB na to downward, kaya ang atong unit ko gi-apply downward biya. And then ang result is negative. So it means upward siya. Pero dire from 2, patong gamit sa equation kini ang gi-assume mo tong RB dire upward na madaan. So ang gamito na itong value kato na positive. 4125 na. Di ba? So 3,000 minus 4125 ma-negative man siya. Divided by 2, so RA is negative. And then ang gi-assume to diri kay upward man. So therefore RA is downward. Ana siya. Okay? So do not get confused with their assumption. That's one thing. Or instead of using this one, okay, na may style na last na i-perform nimo. Bali, you will only do this one. You will only sum up force or you will only sum up moment after solving for the redundant. Okay, what I mean is this ba? Pag solve nimo sa redundant, pag solve nimo na, upward siya, okay. Butang nimo diri, upward. Aya ka mag-sum up og moment. And pag makuha mo negative, downward siya. So upward, downward. And then, sum up kag force sa vertical. So plus ni, upward man, minus, kay downward, tapos minus, and check kung sa sign sa RC. If it's positive, then upward siya. If it's negative, then downward siya. Ana lang. So nice style na last lang equilibrium equations. Depende sa imong style. Okay? So RA. So from 1, ganyan na. Kung makuha na naman eh. So from 1, RA. Gi-assume na to siyang upward. So ang gamito na to din na value, negative. And then kini, upward na madaan, positive. So that's one reason na ma-confuse ka ani. So my advice, or I would like to suggest na you will only perform this one, summation of force sa vertical, once makorek na nimo ang, you have already the correct direction of the reactions. Like RB upward, okay, substitute. RA downward, okay, substitute values. And then sa up force. Pwede rin na. Safe ka na. Okay. So just check these answers. Kini RA, RB, and Z. Check these answers sa other video nga ang gamit ko itong previous two methods. And you can see that consistent na siya sa values na nakuha nato sa previous two methods. Okay. The other problem that I solved or that I gave sa previous na video is this one. Find the reactive couple acting on the prop cantilever beam at B. Okay. So again, you start with the reactions, RA, RB, and then moment sa B. Remember ha? Ang atong i-assume sa equilibrium conditions is kini, clockwise. Therefore, pag-apply na to sa condition, sa mention of force sa Y, kini ito yung follow na upward is positive. So positive na, and then negative. Okay. And then pag sa moment, since nag-assume ta nga ang counterclockwise positive, the negative, gini siya, clockwise man eh. Okay? So, you have to follow your sign convention para dili ka ma-confuse pa in case man negative imong answer. Ana. Yeah. Sige. So, this is our actual beam. Actual beam ni siya. And for prop beam di ba, yung naka-mention mo ko ito scenario sa wall, sa start na video. Nag-present ko ito scenarios na first constraint, first scenario is i-release ang constraint sa A. Instead namang zero deflection, i-remove na to, i-allow na ito ang deflect. The second one is fixed ang B, i-release na to ang constraint sa B nga moment, i-allow na to na mo-rotate ang B. Pero between a simple supported beam and a cantilever beam, I would suggest that you will use cantilever beam. Para ang division na makuha nimo is also equal to deflection. Ana man na because kung naka-fixed, ang tangent line nimo ni horizontal man. So ang beam nimo o ang tangent line ka-coincide ja. Di ba? So based on the elastic curve, your deviation is also equal to the deflection. Dili na ka mag-ratio and proportion ba? Mao man ang problema sa simple supported beam, mag-ratio and proportion. So i-remove na to. And then kuha na to ang resultant 160 times 4, 640. So natin reaction there 640 and then sa up moment 640 times 6 man 3840. Ano? Okay, counter man so i-balance o clockwise. And then mo yung deflection. Deflection. And then you draw a tangent line at B. Horizontal, gina siya. And then, kuha natin Kani. Division of A with respect to a line drawn at B. TEB or this is also equal to delta A, di ba? Delta A man deflection sa A. Okay. So normally pag cantilever dire ka mag-fix gihapon dire. But since putol na imong load, kung dire ka mag-fix then mag-add ka and then mag-subtract ka. Duha ka cantilever, duha ka para spandrel, downward and upward. Pwede na. Or pwede na po ka dire. So, okay. Dire ka mag-fix. So, 640 times 2, negative 1 to 80, and then 640 times 4 to 560, and then moment na yun, 3840. Forget about the values na mas gamay pa ang 38 kaysa 120. Okay lang na siya. Ang diagram na importante yan. Dili man scaled ang diagram. Pag moment, di ba, rectangle man. So, okay. So, mo ni ang mga centroids niya. Solve for TEB. This is also equal to delta B, di ba? And consider the area from A to B. with synodal distance about with distance about A, point A. Ano siya? 1/2 of 4 times 2, 560. 1/3 sa 4 plus 4. That's equal to 16 over 3. And then spandel minus 1/3 of 4 times 1 to 80. This distance is 3/4. Okay, 1/4 man ring aside. 3/4 of 4 or 3. And then 4 times 3, 840. Distance is 1/2 sa 4, 2. Plus 4, you have 6. Compute, mo yung result. 209,920 over 3EI. Negative, it means na the tangent line is above the elastic or naman tayo sand convention na niya, di ba? Okay. Delta A na niya, same naman sila. Okay. Next is apply ka dali. Oy, naapa ni. Dapat tulad na ni. I-remove na nato. 1 and then 1 times 8 na kay 8 dali. And then elastic curve and then draw kag tangent paano ni mo ni. TA hapon. Division of A with respect to B. And then moment diagram by parts. Okay. So kinira naman itong kaon, anya concentrated load naman, then na lang tayo mag-fixed. Mas dali pa, di ba? Pwede po dali if you want. Oh, mas dali, isa lang ka-diagram. Pwede rin na. Oh, okay. Same lang. So kinirang area, 1/2 of 8 times 8, 2/3 sa 8 or 16 over 3. And you have this negative 512 over 3EI. Compatibility data. Compatibility equation. Kine delta B plus delta A times RA. So, kani negative 209 tapos delta A this one, negative 512. RA is negative. Now, ang i-assume na itong RA is downward man. Sa superposition naman tani, di ba? Kaya itong gamit superposition eh. Nag-assume mo tao downward. Supposed to be RA man eh. We just replace it by 1 para nga itong values dire, walay RA. Or kung RA ni, then kini will be equal to negative 8 RA. Ana man ta. So therefore, this one is RA is upward. Ana. Now, if we go back there, upward naman daan. So okay na, no? And use 1 and 2. Use 1, makuha ni mo RB. And equation 2, makuha ni mo MB. Positive na. So, upward. And then from 2, makuha ni mo MB. Positive, ha? Positive, ha? Awa ni. RA is 410. Oh, 410 times 8. How much? 3 to 80, no? So, i-transpose ni mo. 3840 minus 3 to 80. Positive man. Therefore, correct ni nga direction. O kagi-assume na to ni nga clockwise tapos nag-positive ato nakuha dere. Clockwise. Compare these answers sa other video and you will see na equal sila. Okay. Now, for problems with two redundant reactions, okay. My advice is do not use, if given a choice, Do not use superposition method or the consistent deformation method if there are two unknowns. Oh. Time consuming siya. So, mas better kung magamit ka og other methods like moment area, pwede ra. And kini na problem gi-solve na ako using docam, document camera. And ang values na makuha ni ma-compare na to. If correct ba. Sige. You start with the reactions RA, RB, RC, and then moment C. Again, assume directions na nitanan, ha? Assume direction na. So first, equilibrium equations, summation of force along the vertical, equation 1, and then summation of moment sa C. Depende lang ha, pwede B, pwede po sa A. If you want, choice na nimo. And simplify equation 2, okay? So we have four unknowns, RA, RB, RC, and MC. But we only have two equations, therefore we need two additional equations. So as suggested, basta na I fixed, your primary structure should be a cantilever beam. Therefore, i-remove na to ang constraint sa A and B. Na supposed to be, dili siya mo deflect, kina support, i-allow na to na mo deflect siya. I-remove ang A, i-remove po na to ang support sa B. So, mo din niya ang elastic curve. Do din kag tangent at C, and makuha din nato na this one, kini nga distance, kini nga distance. So, deviation sa A slash C, and then deviation of B slash C. Okay. Now, kung atong reactions, 9.6 and then 9.6 times 2.4, you have 23.04. Pwede lang kung dili ko haon. Anyway, dire mo ta mag-fix sa C. O mag-draw to mo mga diagram by parts. So, useless na sila. Pwede na direct. Okay. So, 9.6 times 2.4, of course, you have 23.04. Kana. So, kuha na to ang value sa division sa B and division sa A. For division of A slash C, area between A and C. Kiniraman, di ba? But the distance is referred sa point A. Kana. 1/2 of 2.4 times 23.04. Okay, this one. 2/3 sa 2.4 is 1.6, no? 2/3 of 2.4, 1.6 plus 1.6 pila? 3.2 plus 4, 7.2. Okay. And you have this 199.0656. And then division of B, same area, but the distance is only referred sa B there. Okay, so 2/3 2.4, 1.6 plus 1.6, you have 3.2. And mo niya ang value. Okay. This is for the real loads. So ang next you apply the first redundant. Okay. Apply a unit load at A. So mag-assume mo to downward ka downward mo tong elastic curve. Kana, okay. And you may not solve the reactions. Anyway, they don't mag-fix sa C. Pwede rin po. So, draw kay elastic curve. Haonin mo. Okay? And then this one also. Delta A sila, Delta 80 sila. Pero later on, pag solve na nato, we will replace this one by katong delta, the other delta, not this one. With subscript na. Delta A, delta AA. Bali, deflection of A due to a load at A. While this one is delta BA, deflection of B due to a load at A. But for now, we'll use T now, deviation. So, direct mag-fix sa C. Dito lang, 1 times 8, 8. Oh, okay. So, diretso. Division of A. This area, 1/2 of 8 times negative 8. Distance, 2/3 of 8, 16 over 3. Mao ni siya. Okay, i-replace na to ha. Delta AA. Deflection of A due to a load at A. Okay. For BC ang area nga i-consider na to between B and C man. So, kini trapezoid, di ba? Kini, ha? So, by ratio of proportion, makuha na to niya negative 4. Kaya nang just nga, negative 8 sa negative 4. And then, since trapezoid ni, i-subdivide na to into rectangle and triangle. So, mao nila yan. Rectangle, 4 times negative 4, distance, about B, ha? So, 1/2 of 4, 2. And then 1/2 of 4 times 4 na lang na yun, no? Kay 8 man eh, tapos minus 4, so 4 na lang. And then this distance, 2/3 of 4, 8 over 3. And the symbol is delta BA. Division of B due to a load at A. Next is apply a unit load at B. Okay? Dere. And one yung elastic curve. And then distance. Same lang. Division sa A and division sa B. And then sa C, yung ka mag-fixed. Negative 4 na lang. 1 times 4. So for this one, 1/2 of 4 times negative 4. Distance, 2/3 of 4, 8 over 3. Plus 4, you have 20 over 3. The symbol is TAB, delta AB, which means na deflection of A due to a load at B. Yan eh. And then this one, delta BB na siya. Deflection of B due to a load at B. Same area, but the distance is referred sa B. 2/3 of 4 is 8 over 3. Delta BB na. And compatibility equations, ana, ano niya ang i-present the previous na slides, di ba? So, ang delta A, i-check na to. Ano raw? Delta A, negative 199. And then delta AA, negative 512 over 3. While ang delta AB is this one, negative 160 over 3. And the other one, delta B, negative 88, tara. And then BA, 160, BA, and BB is this one, negative 64. Okay, so, makancel ng EI. Sorry. Makancel ng EI and EI. So, pwede na ka. Use mode 5.1 sa calcu to equations with two unknowns. RA is positive and RB is negative. Now, remember, ang assumption na to sa RA is downward because ang elastic current na to is going down man, di ba? So, nag-assume ta na downward po itong sa A, di ba? And nag-positive siya, therefore downward siya. Pero ang B, nag-assume ta nga downward. Pero negative man eh. So, therefore upward siya. And from 1, from equation 1, balik dire, equation 1, take note ha, upward ni, pero sa actual, downward na ni. Therefore, magamit na dire og negative na value. While ang kining RB, upward man ni, kato ng positive gamitin na to. Pero, kung ma-confuse ka ani, better na ipaulhan na nimo. So, since nakuha naman nimo ang kwan, RA og RB, ba? You know already that RB is downward and RB is upward. I-apply mo diri downward ni RB. Ahya ka mag-sum up o force along the vertical para sure ka sa kwan. Dili ka ma-confuse sa mga signs dani ba? So since downward mo ng RA na negative na diretso. That's my suggestion. Anyway, using values of RA and RB, makuha ni mong RC. Positive siya, therefore, upward. And then from 2, na kay RA o RB, makuha ni mong MC. Okay. Positive ha? Take note. Positive siya. Therefore, monetization clockwise. So, kung i-check na to, mo ni ang problema, gigamitan na ko o double integration method and moment area method. Mo ni itong values, so RA downward, RB upward, RC upward, moment sa C clockwise. 0.59, 5.6, 4.5, 5.2. Nara. 0.59, 5.6, 4.5, 5.2. Okay. And with this problem, makita ni mo na taas, ha? Time consuming. How much more if there are 3 redundant reactions? Diba? Okay. Now, the advantage of superposition method or consistent deformation method is if you have a single span beam with common loads. So, ang mga common loads are this, no? Kana, no? For cantilever, ha? Common sa cantilever kung ang load is na sa end, opposite end. Advantages siya because there are predetermined values of maximum deflection or slope at supports. Or like this one, no? For cantilever, bimana siya. Kung concentrated load nga nag-act diri sa end, free end, mo niya yung deflection. PL cube over 3. Bali, ready-made na daan na formula. And then, ang slope po sa free end, kani. Okay. Pag uniformly distributed, ang deflection sa free end is this. All you have to do is memorize this one. All of the formulas memorize nimo. Muna kabuhaton sa take sa review. No. Case to case ra. What if dili common? Di ba? That is why importante gyud nga masabtan nimo. Para kung dili common nga loading, masolve gihapon. Dili kay mag-rely lang ka sa formula. Mga common raman eh. Okay, slope sa free end, this one also. And kung triangular, most na ang deflection sa free end, slope sa free end, and then kung moment, deflection and slope. So, you may ask, what if ko ang triangle naalang sa somewhere sa middle mag-terminate? What's the value of this? You have to compute. You can use the different methods discussed na sa determinate beam. Mana siya. Napay other loads ani katong dili common. Dili common. So, kung gusto niyo i-memorize sa tanan, okay lang. Pwede na mo buhatan. Okay, for simple supported beams, you have this. Load sa midspan. Common man eh. Pero kung wala sa midspan, naman formula, pero daghang kay variables involved. So, dili siya advisable nga ikuan. Nga i-memorize nimo ang formula. So, since ang load is naa sa midspan, automatic ang maximum deflection is also located at midspan. Although max ang gibutang, pero sure taga na sa tunga agad. Kaya ang load is naman sa tunga. Slope at support by symmetry equal ang support ang slope sa A ug B. Kini po, by symmetry, nagyapon ng maximum deflection sa midspan. And then ang slope sa A ug B equal. Pag-inganan ang maximum deflection wala sa midspan. Diba? Okay. Kana, nakaka-memorize, no? So, kung di ka gusto mag-memorize pwede rin mo i-solve gamit composite area, conjugate beam method, composite conjugate beam method, or moment area method, depende sa imo. And napatay ready na formula. Kapoy ba si memorize Okay, sa center na. And then, slope sa supports, dili equal ang slope sa A ug B. Ako personally, di ko mag-memorize kaya daghang kayo o memorize. But since online, nungod ta. So, pwede rin himuon ninyo nga reference. Pero kung face-to-face pa dili ni pwede. Moment, maximum deflection, wala pagkipod sa midspan kay dili man symmetrical. Dali. Or kung dili ka kontento if you want to make sure kung correct ba yun then derive this one. Kung makailingaw, you derive this formula. Sa center, you have this. And then, ang slope sa A ug B, dili siya equal. Okay. So, I will show to you kung saan advantage sa superposition method or the conjugate, the consistent deformation method. If single span ang beam and then common ang loading. Okay. First problem. You have a prop beam. Katong gisolve ko ganina, prop beam to, pero ang load ito kay putol man. Dire, whole span na ang load. Diba? So, reactions RA, RB, MA, and then RB. Okay. And then, solution, equilibrium equations ka, pag force, diba? Mo gini siya. RA, RB, kana. And then summation moment sa A, mao na siya. Okay. Next is use superposition method. So, muna ito actual na beam. Actual na beam, ha? Okay. I-release natin eh. Ang primary structure na to, ka-deliver na. Wala na ning support sa B. So, mo deflect na siya. Okay? Okay. Delta B. Naa naman ni formula daan. Okay, kung i-check na to, dili na siya. WL raised to 4 over 8 EI. Kana. WL raised to 4 over 8 EI. Okay na. Diba? So, instead na isolve pa nimo using moment area method, direct substitution na ni. 600, ang L, 12, and then EI. Pwede ra, no? Okay. Next, redundant RB applied. Since downward ni, botang tadi instead of RB, 1 lang yan pa na? 1. And then mo deflect. Na delta B. Naambugi, ready na formula ni. This one. So, since 1 na tagibutang, 1 sa ni, you will replace P by 1. So, L cube ra, L cube over 3I. Kana. L cube over 3I. And equation lang, wala S ni. Compatibility equation is delta B plus this one times RB, redundant sa B, reaction sa B, equal to 0. Kana. And then, substitute na to, WL to the 4th over 8 EI, L cube over 3I RB. And then we can cancel EI. And we can cancel L cube. So, L na lang ibilin tayo. Kana. L na lang. And i-transpose na to ni siya sa right side. And then, ang R na denominator, i-cross na to. Then, RB will be equal to this one. Bali, ang 3 na denominator, i-cross na to dire. 3 over 8 WL. So, what I am doing is, itagaan ta mo o shortcut na. Nga if ever, pang board exam ni siya. Nga if ever, na-beam ni nga nani, then RB is equal to this one. Dili na ka mo agian eh. Diretso na. 3/8 of WL. That's RB. Direct na bali ni siya. Pang board exam ni siya nga technique. Nga kung common ang loading, diretso na dayan. 3 over 8, 600 times 12, negative 27, therefore downward. Downward sorry, upward. Nag-i-assume na ito nga downward man eh. Tapos na negative siya, so upward. So from 1, dirita, upward naman eh, okay na eh. So RB, ulihan na to o 27. So 72 minus 27, it's 45, di ba? Therefore, RA is 45 upward. And then from 2, sorry, dari from 2. Ano siya? Dari na from 2. Moment is, kung i-check din mo, RB, 27. 27 times 12. 32,400. No? So, 43,200 minus 32,400. That's 10,800. Positive. Therefore, correct, ne? Counterclockwise. Diretso na, di ba? So kung memorize ni mo, 3/8 ang A dayon is 5/8. Okay, 3/8 man. 5/8 ni 5/8 WL. Direct na, direct. Another one. Yan eh. Common mangyapon eh. So, RA, RB, RC, and then equilibrium equations, sana 180 times 16. And then summation of moments sa A. The resultant of the load is 2880. Yeah. Sorry, this is 2880. It's not 28,800. Sorry, it's 2,880. Typo error. Okay. Okay. As you can see, if we will divide the whole equation by 8, choose, yeah. And it's being corrected na. 2,880. The resultant of this. Okay. This is our actual beam. Our primary structure is simply supported. So, i-remove na to ang RB. Ang support sa B. Mga na ni. And then, mo-deflect ni. And kuha na to, delta B. And again, simply supported beam, and yan na uniform load all throughout sa span. Nataan eh. 5WL to the fourth over 384 EI. Ani. Diretso na. No? And the next, i-apply na to ang redundant RB. So instead na RB, unit load lang yapan. And then, kuha na to, kana. Naana sa nisa. Load at mid-span. Kini. Instead na P1 lang. So L cube over 48 EI. And compatibility dayon, no is compatibility equation. Delta B plus this one times RB equal to 0. Okay. Kana plus, and then cancel ta, no? Para makakuha ta og expression. And then L to the fourth, L cube, cancel lang L cube, L na lang bilin. And then transpose these terms right na kay RB, na kay 48, i-cross na nimo. Makancel ang 48 og 384. 8 na. 384 divided by 48 is 8. So the result is 5/8 WL. Mo nang RB. 5/8 WL. So, substitute. Ang L na to is 16, na di na 8. Okay, kini naman na A to C naman ang distance. Di ba? Kung i-check ni mo, kini mo na L na. So, 16 na siya. Negative. Therefore, upward siya. Okay, downward multiplication. And then, from 2, ano kay value ani? 1.8. So, 2,880 minus 1.8. 1,080 divided by 2, 540. And then from 1, na kay RA o na kay RB o RC, you can solve for RA. Of course, 540 because symmetrical may. So ang reaction sa left to right should be equal. Okay. So, mo na ang advantage sa superposition method, especially kung mo take a board exam. And then, tagaan kag beam na common ang loading. Advantage ang superposition method kay na naman kay formula. Pero kung dili common ang loading, mao na siya nga importante na you know the other methods para kabalo ka unsa na method ang best nga gamiton for that particular loading. Okay, so I hope that you have learned something from this presentation na makahatag sa inyo og kene idea kung unsa ang angay buhaton given a particular problem. Okay, so thank you for watching.